Welcome to the autumn 2022 edition of the Rushmore Borough Council Arena magazine, featuring important information for the residents of Rushmore Borough. The Arena magazine is also available in other formats. If you have difficulty in receiving your copy of the Arena magazine, please call Jill Chisnell at Rushmore Borough Council on 01252 398 744. And if you wish to contact Rushmore Borough Council about any other issues, the phone number is 01252 398 399, and the web address is rushmore.gov.uk. Now, this edition of the Arena magazine is brought to you by FATN Talking News for the visually impaired. And this is Tony Osteam, and with me reading are Janice Davis.
Hello.
And Janet Fernley.
Hello.
And our recording engineer is Charles Fernley.
Hello.
Now, we start with a message from Councillor David Clifford, leader of Rushmore Borough Council. And he writes, "I'm sure that all residents will have been moved as me by the recent loss of H.M. Queen Elizabeth II, who has provided the greatest example of public service in our lifetimes. The Queen's connection to Rushmore is deep, including through the role of the Mayor as her first representative in the borough and the armed forces that so many of our residents have served in to defend her and the country. We want to preserve this connection for future generations to come." And turning to local matters, I'm delighted that the front cover features the Union Yard regeneration scheme. We only started the building phase just over 6 months ago, but already we've made massive progress. By the end of the year, most of the building frame will have been completed, and it's then full steam ahead for completion in summer 2024. It's fantastic to see the development taking shape. It will herald a new chapter for Aldershot, bringing new residents, businesses and vibrancy to our town centre. Our regeneration plans for Farnborough Town Centre are also picking up, and it's great to see new businesses moving into the town. We know that many of you are worried about managing your energy bills over the winter, and we want you to know that you are not on your own. Help is out there. One of the best things about Aldershot and Farnborough is the strong sense of community as we saw through the pandemic, and I'm sure we'll pull together to support each other through the next few months.
Over the summer, we've seen new businesses arriving in Farnborough, including a new supermarket at Solitron Retail Park. We've also welcomed 4 new restaurants and cafes to the town. It's fantastic to see new businesses choosing Farnborough, and we've recently approved a strategy that will help us make sure that Farnborough continues to prosper. The redevelopment plans for the Farnborough Civic Quarter are obviously a big part of that, but we will also be looking at other ways to encourage visitors, following on from the pandemic and with the current economic position that we all face. We'll be introducing some new events for Farnborough Town Centre to attract visitors in the evenings, and we also have proposals to improve how things look and make it easier to get into the town. Also, look out for live music coming to our regular Farnborough craft fairs. Earlier this year, many of you took the opportunity to give your views on the Rushmore Development Partnership's outline planning application for the Civic Quarter. We expect our Development Management Committee to consider the application later this year, and if approved, it will pave the way for a new leisure and cultural hub in the heart of the town centre, as well as space for shopping and commercial development, a new hotel, homes and a new central park. We've also submitted a bid for £20 million of funding for Farnborough from the second round of the government's Levelling Up Fund, and we hope to hear if we have been successful later this year.
Despite the ongoing regeneration in the town centre, Farnborough Library remains firmly open for business with plenty of activities going on. Free family activities take place every week, with story time every Tuesday at 10:30, rhyme time on Thursdays at 2 p.m, and a construction club every Saturday at 2 p.m. No need to book, just turn up. And while you're visiting, why not enjoy coffee and cake at the FAB Cafe, run by local charity Oak Farm Leisure and Activities Club. Based at Samuel Cody Specialist College in Farnborough, the club provides daycare for adults with learning disabilities. For more information, see oflac, that's oflac.org.uk. The library also hosts a number of monthly social activities, including craft and chat, knit and natter, and reading groups. For information on courses and workshops, many of which are free, please go to shop.hants.gov.uk. Joining the library is free. No ID is needed, and you can join when you visit or online at hants.gov.uk/library. For opening times, news and further information, you can follow facebook.com/Farnborough Library.
And heading towards the winter months, you're likely to see more activity within the demolition of the former Galleries shopping centre in Aldershot. Contractor Rye has now finished removing all fixtures and fittings from inside the centre and has been sorting out the materials recovered for recycling. This work was done while the council finished legal agreements with the owners. The Savaram Group work is now beginning at the back of the centre, and you'll see more scaffolding and hoardings going up. The site will be redeveloped in phases to provide new homes, shops and commercial spaces, a new public car park and a town square. And can you remember what you were doing 30 years ago? And during the initial demolition work, Rye uncovered a time capsule which we originally interred in May 1992 in a special ceremony with the then Mayor, Councillor Brian Wilcox, and competition winner Sonia Slater, née Westwater, and James Howard. We were thrilled with this exciting find and couldn't resist opening it up to rediscover its contents. And among the 90s treasures found inside were the latest gadget of the time, a Casio digital watch, stopped at the time that the capsule was interred, as well as a cassette tape of Now That's What I Call Music 16. There was also all sorts of local information, royal memorabilia, coins of the time, and a 24p first-class stamp. Also discovered were programmes from Aldershot and Farnborough Town football clubs and a newspaper article detailing Farnborough's 1991-92 FA Cup run and match versus West Ham. Well, we plan to keep the capsule, and once the Union Yard redevelopment is complete, inter it once more with some new items, and look out for the full video of the time capsule reveal on our YouTube channel.
It's just over 6 months since we started the building phase at Union Yard in Aldershot, and work is coming on at a great pace, transforming the town centre. Most of the building frame, known as the superstructure, will be completed by Christmas, and work is now starting on the external brickwork and facade, with interior fit-out next on the list. To respect Aldershot's history, the 4 main buildings will be called Sheldrake House, after William Sheldrake, publisher of the first newspaper in Aldershot; White Studios, after Sir John White, the first Aldershot Mayor of London; Seacole Place, after Mary Seacole, who cared and supported British soldiers at Crimea, and later set up a shop in Aldershot; and Burton House, in recognition of the former Burton's building, the foundation stone for which was laid by Stanley Burton in 1931, and will be incorporated into the new development. The scheme is on track to be completed in summer 2024, providing flexible commercial, restaurant and retail space around a new public square. 100 new homes, 128 student units and car and cycle parking. And you can find out more at rushmore.gov.uk/ and then it's all one word, Aldershot Regeneration.
And now rethinking your food waste. It's a hard fact to swallow, but based on the food we've collected for recycling since last autumn, around £7 million worth of wasted food is thrown away by households in Aldershot and Farnborough every year. According to the climate action organisation WRAP, around 68% of the items going into our food waste recycling caddies is food that could have been eaten. We're no different in Rushmore, and in among the 60 tonnes of food waste that our crews collect for recycling every week, it's not at all unusual for there to be food which hasn't even made it to our plates among the peelings and leftovers. Add to that the food waste that still ends up in our green bins, and that's a lot of money that could be saved. Uncooked chicken, unused vegetables and salad, bread and out-of-date ready meals are the types of things that get thrown out across the country every week. We all have such busy lives, so it's easy to see how food can get wasted, said Councillor Maurice Sheehan, our Deputy Leader and Cabinet Member for Operational Services. This has an obvious impact on the environment in unnecessary carbon emissions to create that food in the first place, but importantly, it also hits each of us in our pockets. With many people struggling with the rising cost of living, we know that not everyone wastes food. But by rethinking what we buy and how we store it at home, it is possible to waste less and be kinder to both the environment and our bank balance. Meal planning, portioning up food, freezing short-dated items, or things we won't use straight away are simple things that we can all try at home.
And here are a few tips towards helping with that objective. Your freezer is your friend, and thinking about something as simple as bread. Now, if you split up the loaf or bag up rolls and freeze what you don't need for later, you'll waste less. Portion control. We've all done it, cooked more pasta or rice than we need. There are some great portion control kitchen gadgets out there, or a mug works just as well. 1 mug of pasta for each person, and give it a try. Put your leftovers to better use. There are some fantastic recipes on the Love Food Hate Waste website, which is lovefoodhatewaste.com/recipes. And save money, help others. Rethinking your food waste could save you money. Based on the food waste recycling alone, the average family could save around £30 a month. If you can, consider donating a couple of extra items to help others in need. You can drop items off at the Community Grub Hub in Windsor Way, Aldershot, between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. on a Tuesday, or at Karuna Coffee, Wellington Street, Aldershot, between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. on Tuesday to Saturday. And for more details, see facebook.com/Community Grub Hub.
And next, some advice about help with the cost of living. Are you worried about how you'll cope with the cost of living crisis, especially over the winter months? Remember, you're not alone. Help is out there. If you're struggling to pay your council tax bill, we may be able to help you by reducing your bill through our council tax support scheme. And you can find that on our website, rushmore.gov.uk/council tax support, that's all one word, or you can call us on 01252 398 399. As Arena went to print, the government announced further support to help households with their energy bills through an energy price cap. This is in addition to the council tax energy rebate, £400 off household energy bills, and additional support for people on means-tested and disability benefits and pensioners. Find out more, as well as information on other help available, at helpforhouseholds.campaign.gov.uk. If you need help feeding your family or yourself, a number of places offer food help locally. In Aldershot, the Vines Community Cupboard in Station Road is open on Monday to Wednesday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m, and the Community Grub Hub in Windsor Way is open on Tuesdays from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. In Farnborough, the Church of the Good Shepherd in Sandhill offers no questions asked food bags available for collection on Fridays between 10 a.m. and midday, and that's collection only. There are also several easy-to-use food waste apps, including Too Good To Go, where you can buy surplus food at a reduced price from local cafes and restaurants. Find out more on Facebook, Hampshire County Council's Connect 4 Communities website, or energysavingtrust.org.uk. Also, Citizens Advice Rushmore can help you get access to grants to relieve energy hardship, as well as giving impartial, independent advice on the full range of help available. Its trained advisors support people like you every day, and you can find out more at Citizens Advice Rushmore, again all one word, .org.uk. And if you feel overwhelmed or don't know where to start, the Citizens Advice website has lots of clear, practical information to help. And the address for that is citizensadvice.org.uk. And for even more information, visit rushmore.gov.uk/cost of living.
And here's an item on putting your life skills to good use. One of the positives of the pandemic has been the surge of new groups that are making a real difference in their community. These are groups like the Talk Mental Walking Group, Project Together Nepali Support for Older People, the Rushmore Repair Cafe, and the Community Grub Hub. There are now almost 300 Rushmore Voluntary Service Members Associations in Aldershot and Farnborough of all sizes, interests and causes. But what they have in common are the volunteer trustees that bring their professional and life experiences and skills to run them. Gary Garley has his picture here, sitting, working industriously at his word processor, head of Gurkha Welfare UK from the Gurkha Welfare Trust, became a volunteer trustee for Citizens Advice last year. He said, "Being a trustee is so worthwhile, as you're not only doing a good service for those benefiting from the organisation, but you also get to share your ideas among other trustees, and we learn so much from each other." Now, you can find out more about the role of trustees and how to become one in Trustees Week in early November. Keep an eye on the RVS website, rvs.org.uk, and social media for more information.
And congratulations to Wellesley Woodlands, which has received a Green Flag Award recognising it as one of the country's best parks. The 100 hectares of beautiful woodland and natural open space forms part of the new Wellesley development in Aldershot. Previously unmanaged and underused, the land has been transformed by a network of paths, trails and improved wildlife habitats, creating a great space to enjoy and to get closer to nature. The Green Flag, awarded by Keep Britain Tidy charity, is seen as the international quality mark for parks and green spaces. For Wellesley, it's recognition of the dedicated work by the Land Trust and its partners, Blackwater Valley Countryside Partnership, and the conservation volunteers, and of the investment in the woodland by Wellesley's developers, Granger plc, and the Defence Infrastructure Organisation, DIO. Alan Chitson, Development Manager for the Wellesley Granger plc, said, "This is such a great achievement for the team. So much hard work has been put into transforming the Wellesley woodlands. Well done to everyone involved at Granger plc and the DIO, the Land Trust and Blackwater Valley Countryside Partnership, who have all played such an important role in creating a woodlands Aldershot can be really proud of." Wellesley Woodlands is just one of the many parks and green open spaces that we enjoy in Aldershot and Farnborough. Not only are they free to explore, but time spent with nature is also good for your mental health. And to find out more about Wellesley Woodlands, you can go to, all one word, wellesleywoodlands.co.uk, and details of our parks and open spaces are at rushmore.gov.uk/outdoors.
Stop your waste from being fly-tipped. Did you know you could be held responsible if you ask someone to dispose of your waste, such as white goods or building rubble, and they fly-tip it instead? Fly-tipped rubbish, like old fridges, furniture, sinks, bricks and wood, blights our countryside and communities, but often the owner has paid in good faith to have it disposed of properly, only for it to be fly-tipped without their knowledge. Government legislation means that householders who do not use a licensed waste carrier and whose waste is fly-tipped risk being prosecuted or receiving an on-the-spot fine of £400. We encourage residents to report fly-tipping to us at rushmore.gov.uk/fly-tipping so we can investigate. When we identify the original owner of the rubbish, the person who dumped it, or both, we take legal action. To prevent your rubbish being tipped, choose a registered waste carrier. And you can find out more by visiting environment.data.gov.uk/public-register to check a waste carrier's licence number and see what the licence looks like. A legitimate waste carrier should not mind being asked to show their licence.
The next item is accompanied by a lovely picture of a very cheeky looking terrier, I should imagine, all ready to face the day. We all want the best for our four-legged friends. After all, they are a big part of our families. So what do you do when you need to be out for work, have an important appointment, or you're off on holiday and you can't take them too? You want to know they're in safe hands and happy while you're away, and that the person looking after them will know what to do if there's a problem. With many people becoming dog owners during the pandemic, the demand for dog daycare and boarding has never been greater. But did you know that by law, anyone running a dog daycare business, home boarding or kennels needs to have a licence from the council? We inspect licensed businesses regularly and give them a star rating of 1 to 5, giving you choice and peace of mind over who's taking care of your best friend. And if you've set up a pet boarding business, making sure you have the right licence in place sends a reassuring message to your customers that you're serious about their precious pal.
And here are some tips on buying a happy, healthy puppy. And if you're looking to welcome a new member of the family and don't want to adopt, it's important to make sure you buy your puppy from a good breeder. In most cases, this will be a licensed breeder, so you should ask to see a breeder's license, and if they can't show you, then ask why. Buying from a licensed breeder will increase your chances of ending up with a happy, healthy dog that enjoys a long life. And for more details, including a list of local licensed dog boarders and how to apply for a boarding or breeding licence, go to rushmore.gov.uk/animal licensing. And you can also get advice on buying a puppy. Now, here's an extraordinarily long website with lots of forward slashes in it. rspca.org.uk/advice and welfare /pets/dogs/puppy/breeder.
Now, is it a match? Our annual canvass, where we check the details on our electoral register, is now in full swing. In recent years, we've streamlined the process by comparing the details we hold on the register against government records. If everyone in the household matches, and we have an email address for you, we will have sent you an email in July asking you simply to confirm that this is correct. If the household didn't fully match, we don't have an email address or no one responded to the initial email at the matched household, we would have sent you a letter in July. You only need to respond to this letter if there were any changes to your matched information or the household information did not fully match. For unmatched households which have not yet responded, the election team will be ringing you shortly and following this up with personal visits in October if we're unable to confirm the information. And for more details, please see rushmore.gov.uk/canvas. That's with 2 S's.
And now here's the committee timetable for Rushmore for the months October, November and December. On October the 6th, Full Council. On the 11th, Cabinet. On the 12th, Development Management Committee. And on the 20th, Overview and Scrutiny Committee. In November, on the 9th, Development Management Committee. 15th, Cabinet. 23rd, Policy and Project Advisory Board. 28th, Corporate Governance, Audit and Standards Committee. And in December, on the 1st, Overview and Scrutiny Committee. 7th, Development Management Committee. 8th, Full Council. And 13th, Cabinet. Most meetings start at 7 p.m. For more information, visit rushmore.gov.uk/meetings calendar or call Kathy Godden on 01252 398 829.
A brand new space for small businesses in the creative digital sector is open. The Digital Hub is based in the freshly refurbished former Town Hall in Aldershot. It welcomes digital creatives such as app or gaming developers, web designers and video businesses. It offers affordable, flexible packages that cater for individuals looking to rent a desk through to small businesses ready to hire a suite or office. As well as being sympathetically transformed into a modern and comfortable workspace, the Grosvenor Road building is kitted out with 5G technology, has excellent transport connections and is just a stone's throw from town centre shops. Ian Oakley from Whitestone Media, the Hub's first tenant, explains how the workspace is helping his business. We used to be based in Farnham, but with our lease coming to an end, we began our search for new premises. As creatives, we've always found ourselves drawn to spaces that are not so corporate, but finding the right space proved to be quite difficult. I'm an Aldershot resident and like the idea of coming back to Aldershot, so we reached out to Rushmore to explore our options. We were introduced to the Digital Hub and really liked the vibe. We secured a short-term lease and moved into one of the downstairs suites. We're really looking forward to other digital creatives moving into the building and the benefits that come from people gathering together. It creates an energy that you just don't get from working alone. I feel really positive about being here. And to inquire about rentals at the Digital Hub, you should contact Lee, that's Lee, McQuade, MCQUADE, at rushmore.gov.uk.
Cutting back on paper bills. Nowadays, a lot of what we do is online, shopping, banking, or paying your road tax and other bills. So why not join the growing number of residents choosing to go paper-free with their council tax bills? Not only does it save us, and therefore you, on paper, printing and postage costs, but it also helps to reduce our impact on the planet. Signing up for e-billing is easy. First, you'll need to create a council tax account on our website at rushmore.gov.uk/council tax account. And then, when your bill is ready to download, we'll email you to tell you. You can also use your account to check on your council tax payments. If you don't already, the easiest way to pay your council tax is by direct debit. You can set it up on our website. Choose your preferred monthly payment date and then pay over 10 months. Managing your council tax is just one of the many things you can do on our website, from joining our garden waste recycling service to checking if you're registered to vote. Find out more at rushmore.gov.uk.
Now, this item is unlikely to be of direct interest to our listeners, but maybe there's some young member in your family who might be interested. And it says, if you're interested in a career in gaming, make sure you make a date in your diary for the Ultimate Gaming Careers Fair at Farnborough International. Organised by WASD Careers and supported by the Council, the Video Games Expo on 17th and 18th of November will give you the opportunity to show off your own game projects, hear from developers and talk to industry experts. Tickets from £7.50 are available at wasdcareers.com.
Rushmore's very own lottery is celebrating 5 years of supporting good causes. Since it began in 2017, Rushmore Lottery has raised more than £158,000 for local community groups. Fabulous funding raised by the community for the community, with hundreds of supporters winning cash prizes. The lottery welcomes more supporters and good causes to take part. Draws take place every Saturday with a chance of winning up to £25,000. And you can buy a ticket at rushmorelottery.co.uk. For every £1 ticket sold, the supporter chooses a good cause from a list of organisations signed up to the lottery to receive 50p. A further 10p goes to the community fund, which good causes can apply to for a grant. Good causes, like the lottery, because it's easy to join with no complicated rules about how money is spent. Rushmore Lottery requires very little time, and the contributions from ticket sales quickly add up, said Sarah Clements from Mustard Seed Autism Trust, which has also successfully applied for a lottery grant. Jackie Carr from Parkside, Aldershot and District Learning Disability, added that the lottery is part of the mix that helps us to keep going. We would urge other like-minded causes to rally their supporters with a scheme like this. And to celebrate its 5th anniversary, the Rushmore Community Lottery awarded grants of up to £2,000 to 13 good causes who joined us for our anniversary celebration at the Farnborough Air Sciences Museum.
Improve your health and well-being. If you're looking for ways to help improve your health and well-being, make a date in your diary for the Garrison and Community Health Fair. The fair, which is open to both the military and civilian communities, takes place on Tuesday the 29th of November at the Aldershot Garrison Sports Centre in Rawlinson Road from 10 till 4. The fair will include healthy cooking displays, mini fitness competitions, interactive information and stands featuring charities and businesses. It's free to get in, and there will be a free raffle with the chance of winning assorted health prizes. And for more details, email aldershotgar, that's aldershotgar altogether, -hq-community@mod.uk.
And with its natural surroundings in mind, it's only right that the visitor centre and new cafe at Southwood Country Park will be one of the most environmentally friendly buildings around. The now completed sedum green roof, and there's a picture of it here, you see pebbles underneath and then this sedum turf over the top, very green stuff it is, and I hope it remains so during dry times. And it's just one of the several sustainable features of the building's design, alongside water harvesting and solar panels. We've also used much of the existing buildings to keep the carbon impact of building work to a minimum. The new visitor centre will provide residents with the chance to find out more about the area's rich and varied natural habitat. It'll be run by a dedicated site ranger who will organise a wide range of educational and community activities. We expect to have a ranger in place by the end of year. The centre will also have a changing places toilet facility to improve accessibility for all. A new natural-looking playground is due to be installed by the end of the year.
And now we move on to top shows for families this autumn. A lineup of entertainment fit for a king awaits visitors at the Prince's Hall. Tickets are on sale now for this year's pantomime, Cinderella, from the 9th to the 31st of December, starring the ever-popular Robert Hopkins and pantomime dame Donovan Christian Carey. Follow the rags to riches tale of Cinders as she takes on her ugly sisters and wicked stepmother to find her Prince Charming. Will she go to the ball? With help from a pumpkin and her fairy godmother, she might just make it. Enjoy an action-packed night of all-star super slam wrestling on the 26th of October. British wrestlers will take on international stars in an adrenaline-fueled evening of entertainment. Pop Princesses on the 28th of October brings sparkle and glamour to a children's pop concert with a difference, as beautiful princesses perform hits from musicals and the likes of Little Mix and Taylor Swift, among others. The Classical Ballet and Opera House presents Sleeping Beauty on the 15th of October in a magical performance of the classic fairy tale. Dancers from Moldova, Ukraine and beyond bring the story to life, supported by a 30-piece orchestra, wonderful sets and sumptuous costumes. Half-term musical theatre workshops will keep children busy for a whole day. For children aged 6 to 10, the Dance in a Day workshop on Wednesday the 26th of October promises fun, creativity and the chance to learn some funky new dance moves. Drama fans aged 7 to 11 will put on a play in a day on Friday the 28th of October, learning theatre skills and developing confidence along the way.
And now some spooky Halloween fun. For frighteningly good fun this half-term, head to our Halloween Spooktacular in Aldershot Town Centre on Saturday the 29th of October and Farnborough Town Centre on Sunday the 30th of October. All are welcome to dress up and go on our fantastic trick-or-treat trail with prizes, starting with a spooky story. You'll follow the trail and meet Halloween characters. Aldershot's West End Centre is inviting families for some Halloween-themed foodie fun on Thursday the 27th of October from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. Will you make a spooky sandwich or a freaky fairy cake? This free session is for families who would benefit from a free lunch. Food has been donated and all ages are welcome. And following on from that, it's Christmas, or early Christmas sparkle. With Christmas really not that far away, we have plenty of festive town centre events coming up for you to enjoy, so be sure to get the dates in your diary now. Christmas gets started in Aldershot Town Centre on Saturday the 19th of November with the Aldershot Christmas Cracker, including a mini firework display as the Christmas lights are switched on. To get your Christmas shopping started early, pop along to the first of our Farnborough Christmas craft fairs on Saturday the 19th of November. This will be followed by the Farnborough Frost Fair on Saturday the 26th of November when the Christmas lights also go on. Also, don't forget our monthly Eco Explorers Club on Saturday the 5th of November and Saturday the 3rd of December in Aldershot, and Sunday the 6th of November and Sunday the 4th of December in Farnborough. We have more details on our website at www.rushmore.co.uk/arts-and-events.
And now, as there are a number of advertisements in this issue, I'll just tell you who the advertisers are. As ever, the Farnborough College of Technology is advertising for open events to promote T-levels, B-Techs, apprenticeships, vocational courses and A-levels, and they're at various dates in both Farnborough and Aldershot. Magi Cats tuition centres are offering free trials for out-of-school tuition, and the contact number there is 01483 667 795. And something else for the kids is St Neots Prep is having open day on Friday the 18th of November at 9 a.m, and that's a nurturing and progressive prep for boys and girls aged 2 to 13. Home Instead is offering home help, companionship, personal care, dementia care, or live-in care. Full range of benefits there. And the number is 01252 758 716. Moran Roofing is advertising itself for all sorts of roofing, with the contact number there of 01252 733 849. And as ever, the Army Golf Club invites you to get into golf with the free golf taster sessions, for which you can contact Chris Hudson on 01252 337 222. And now back to Janice.
And some advice on keeping fit and feeling good when you're older. As we get older, it becomes even more important for both our bodies and minds to keep active. Physical activity releases hormones which give you more energy and help you to manage your stress levels, which is why long-term Aldershot resident Chris became a regular at Rushmore Healthy Livings, that's RHL, seated Pilates classes at the town's Traco Club. The chair-based exercise class is choreographed to music, working the whole body, and features gentle exercises that help to improve coordination, mobility, and muscular strength, while having fun and increasing confidence. Chris, aged 67, has been going to the classes for nearly 7 years. She said, "I'd had a couple of back operations and had nerve damage, and my mobility was not good. The class seemed an ideal way to improve that and to keep fit by sitting down and being able to work the top half and bottom half of my body separately." She added, "The classes are really like a little community, and I've made some really good friends. For those living on their own, classes like this can be a lifesaver. Getting out of your house and doing some exercise is of paramount importance for your mental health. For more information on the range of low-cost, face-to-face and Zoom exercise classes run by RHL, you can call 01252 957 430 or go to rhl.org.uk or email class@rhl.org.uk. Take that first step in getting your mind and body fit and sign up now.
And after the Pilates, you should keep on running. It's autumn, so it's time to get your running shoes on and head for the starting line when the Rushmore Wellesley 10K returns on Sunday the 9th of October. The event, organised by the Blackwater Valley Runners and the Greater Rushmore Nepali community, is now in its 7th year. Starting at Queen's Parade Polo Fields at 10:30, the beautiful off-road route takes in sections of the Basingstoke Canal and Wellesley Woodlands before finishing at the Army Rugby Stadium, where you can ring the bell if you beat your personal best. And there's a picture here with some people doing just that. The race is mainly on maintained paths, but with a short, more challenging section in the woodlands. Runners get free parking, chip timing, and a unique double-sided medal awarded at the finish. Book your place while you still have a chance at rushmore10k.co.uk. Entry closes on the 4th of October and costs £18, with a £2 discount for affiliated runners. The event also sees the return of the Rushmore Wellesley 2K Community Fun Run, which is free to enter. That gets underway at 10:35 with a free medal to the first 100 finishers.
A new organisation which aims to improve access to services across Rushmore for people living with disabilities is looking for new members. Membership of the Rushmore Accessibility Action Group, RAAG, is free for anyone who wants to help raise awareness about people with disabilities and the struggle they face with access to services and to work with them to improve their lives. Living with physical or mental disabilities can be challenging, and creating improved access to services can help them with their independence, confidence and reduce isolation. Chairman Councillor Mara Makanura said, "Many people are living with some form of disability, and we have to help make their lives better. If you're an individual, charity or business interested in joining, email mara.makanura, that's MAKUNURA, at rushmore.gov.uk. And there's a picture here of a group of people, one with a dog, like a guide dog, somebody on an assisted bicycle and an electric buggy, and various people standing around looking very jolly."
Now, your vote is needed this Christmas. The Christmas window competition is back, and your vote is needed to help find a winner. Any local business can enter the competition to find the best decorated window and runner-up. The winners will be chosen through a combination of a public vote and a judging panel. The public vote is open from Saturday the 19th of November until midday on Friday the 25th of November. And to cast your vote, you simply have to visit SurveyMonkey, I'll spell that, surveymonkey.co.uk/r/RBC 2022 Windows. And we will announce the winners at the Farnborough Frost Fair on Saturday the 26th of November. The overall winner will receive the much coveted Christmas Window Trophy.
Well, that concludes the autumn 2022 edition of the Rushmore Arena magazine, brought to you by FATN Talking News. And if you would like to contact us, and especially if you or anyone you know would be interested in receiving a free audio copy of your local newspapers, please call FATN on 01252 719 266 or visit our website at fatntalkingnews.org.uk. And meanwhile, it's goodbye from all of us, from Janice,
Bye.
from Janet,
Bye-bye.
from our engineer Charles,
Bye.
and from myself, Tony Osteen. Goodbye.